when the people came from Europe, there were 100 million Native Americans in North and South America, and today there's a handful. I mean, it was an American Holocaust.
Our people make up less than 2% of the total United States population. It's very easy to become invisible in this country.
There's such a sadness that can't be overcome, and you can't just look in the mirror and say, oh, be happy today, when some of these memories are way back in your history. And to get other people to realize that, it's hard.
If you review history, perhaps the Indians are pretty justified in a lot of the anger. However, you can't let anger destroy you, and I think that's the strong message. Take that anger and turn it into something good that can work on behalf of future generations, and we're taught for the 7 generations, and that's a powerful, powerful thing if we could make all of our decisions with that in mind, that we're impacting the next 7 generations.
We have ancestors who shed blood and who lost family, who lost homes, land, and loved ones. And I want to make sure that our youth grows up with that reverence and with that respect.
I need to honor, the struggles that our ancestors faced by helping the younger generations.
Our youth are really suffering. They're not as strong as they used to be. To me, I think it's important to get them to be active, to have respect for our cultural ways, and that helps to give them respect for themselves.
When you aren't grounded in that spirituality, in that self, then that you try to fill that hole some way. And drugs and alcohol are an easy way to do that.
Part of surviving as a nation is, knowing your language and your culture. Without that, you're non-existent.
You don't have no songs, you don't have no culture, you don't have no teachings, you don't have no ceremonies.
We are working hard to save our language here. And when I say save it, it was lost during the boarding school era. One of the goals of the boarding school era was to take and assimilate our children and to mainstream America's culture.
What people do come away with, in that little chapter in their history books or social study books, is how we used to be in the past, 100, 200, 300 years ago. When I talk to students and I ask them, identify one Native American spokesperson, figure nationally that you can think of today. 99% of the students, they can't. We have to do better, but we can't do it alone.
Yeah, but while we're still here, we'll always be here. Like you just said, people don't know that. And I've had people come out here and look around for teepees. They said, don't you guys live in teepees? We live just like you guys do.